Hey y'all, it's your SPED auntie here, and I'm going to give you 3 common misconceptions about special education. Okay, so boom. Common misconception number 1: SPED follows you for your entire life. So that's simply not true. Once you are dismissed from services, or you graduate, or you leave and go to another district or another state, the district has about 5 years, specifically Texas, 5 years to retain your records. So during that retention period, you can request your special education records, but that means that you can request those records. That doesn't mean your employer or a university or college, a trade, your whatever, a random person. They cannot come in and give your name and your information and say, hey, I want to know if they received special education. So it doesn't just follow you everywhere that you go. Those records are sealed. That is your private information, and you don't have to worry about everybody finding out about it later. Misconception number 2: SPED limits what you can do after you graduate. This ties back into misconception number 1. So, like I said before, employers in colleges, universities, trades, other people don't have access to your educational records. So, once you exit services, then they don't have access to know that you receive special education services unless you provide that information. I can recall when I was attending University of Houston, go Cougs. I recall a gentleman who told us that he received special education services the entire time that he was in public school. But he was there receiving his master's degree while I was receiving my bachelor's degree. That just shows that it doesn't quite limit you onto what you can do after you graduate high school. Special education is not some cemetery where students' dreams and hopes go to be buried, but it's an avenue and a road that can lead to future success for our students. The last misconception is one SPED, always SPED. So, special education services does not hold students hostage. You don't have to continue services after you don't need them. So if a student is showing and data is showing that they no longer have an educational need to receive special education services, then dismissal will be considered. My own child only received speech therapy and special education for a year and a half. After he showed that he no longer needed it, he was dismissed from receiving services, and those records were sealed. We never heard about special education again.